Hey guys, Mecha-san here. Okay, with a haven't done a WatchMojo reaction in a while now, and I know that there's a couple of Power Rangers related WatchMojo videos. I am tempted to watch them indeed, do a reaction, and judge them accordingly. But I am so behind on Power Rangers. I just don't want to watch them because I think I might just finally pick that up and just see what the heck's been going on here. I know Cosmic Fury is now on Netflix at this point, so yeah, at this point, I just don't want any more spoilers. So yeah, we'll be doing any Watch Mojo Power Ranger related videos for quite a while. But we do have this one here, which brought up nostalgia. It's the top 10 animated movies you forgot existed. And in the thumbnail, it had Brave Little Toaster. Yeah, I am reminded that movie existed every few years. I think the last time I was reminded of that movie, it was indeed another WatchMojo video. So yeah, there is so many good animated movies that you forgot our thing here, from either DreamWorks or early Disney stuff or some other studio entirely, like Sony, Warner Brothers, take your pick. So it's good to just see these and just, if you watch those years ago, either on the theater or on TV, and it just don't put it on anymore here, they don't even really have them on streaming services, then yeah. We already got this here, in which it shows the Prince of Egypt, which is, yeah, it's a DreamWorks movie and tells a story about Moses. I still remember the song, actually, of the Let My People Go. And, oh god, you're playing with the big boys now? Wow. Wow, I'm surprised I remember that.
You know what your problem is, Ramesses?
What?
You care too much.
And your problem is you don't care at all. Welcome to WatchMojo. And today...
Oh! Okay, James and the Giant Peach. I had the VHS. It's gone. It's gone now, unfortunately, but damn, I watched that movie, that VHS, number of times here. The story is so simple, but it's just the work here, the stop motion effects and everything.
We're counting down our picks for the top 10 animated
travel
movies
book
you forgot existed.
And look, it's the page.
For this list, we'll be looking at the animated films that often slip from the public consciousness, but deserve of month.
There's a lot here, so you already reminded me.
You wish more people remember.
Why haven't they made that DVD? I mean, especially now with Luniversity has come out. It's out here and everything. Do they even have like the original series on Blu-ray or DVD? Anyone done that? Warner Brothers, please. Actually, I'm watching. I just actually watched the last season, season 2 or so? Oh no, season 3 of Animaniacs. Yeah, they could. What would have been awesome? They had cameos of Buster and Babs in there. I mean, they've done it before. Like I remember in the episode, the part where they kind of parody Noah's Ark here, the original series here. Yeah, 2 of each coming in, and then we get Babs and Buster going there. It's like Babs and Bad Bunny, Buster Bunny, no relation, no relation. And Moses goes, "Let's hope so. There's a kids show." Oh god.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, the killer here, which was with Daff, with Plucky. God damn. Yes. This was they showed this when Tiny Toon was still on reruns.
Number 10, The Chipmunk Adventure.
Mr. Furstein, I beg you to call this off. Don't listen to him, Klaus.
Oh, I don't recall this movie But I did watch Alvin and the Chipmunks, the series here. That was on Cartoon Network, the reruns, and there were movies. Like there was a movie where Theodore turns to a werewolf.
We're thrilled to be going.
Movies based on Saturday morning cartoons were a dime a dozen in the 80s. While most of them felt like extended TV episodes.
A dime a dozen? Like, you get one dime. One dime gets you 20 different movies based around that cartoon.
The Chipmunk Adventure was a motion picture through and through. Its vibrant animation can be partially attributed to Disney's The Black Culture, which had recently flopped. Gifted animators in need of work.
I've never seen that movie
yet,
but
Keane, who worked on the Boys and Girls of Rock and Roll sequence before returning to Disney. The globetrotting plot makes leeway for dazzling backdrops, fast-paced comedy, and a variety of songs. Often overshadowed by modern Chipmunk movies, this exciting adventure is easily the franchise's finest hour.
I'm willing to bet.
We dare even say it's more fun than any version of Around the World in 80 days.
Okay, you got me interested because the moment he said any version of Around the World in 80 days, the first one that came to mind, well, actually there were two that came to mind. The first one being the Jackie Chan, the one with Jackie Chan. That was fun. And then there was the other animated movie involving where the world anthropomorphic animals, and it was like a lion who picked his bed and stuff like that.
Number 9. Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown.
I don't believe it. What are we doing on this ridiculous trip? Look.
Race? Yeah, I've never heard of this one. I know Charlie Brown has had several specials and movies. The one I remember the most was about Snoopy's family. Like all his brothers and sisters, where he originally lived in that puppy farm, and
look, nothing around it for miles. This is crazy.
Point no return.
Peanuts from the comic strips and TV specials. But people sometimes forget that Charlie Brown starred in 4 theatrical films
and
between the 70s and early 80s.
4 theatrical? Wow, I did see, of course, in theaters the CG, like the old 3D movie, the CGI movie here, which, wow, it was the Peanuts, Charlie Brown and everything.
Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown may be the most underappreciated. Raising the stakes, the plot finds the gang on an
underappreciated, unknown. Did anyone know about this movie? Tell me in the comments below.
We go right. One vote we go left. One vote we go right. I know my vote. I vote we go left.
So you tied.
Good grief, that's a tie vote.
Oh.
At the same time, the film stays true to the franchise's simple charms, with laid-back music and quiet, atmospheric moments. It's one of the series' strongest ensemble pieces, with every principal player being showcased. At the moral center is Charlie Brown, whose personal journey leaves him with a newfound sense of leadership.
Lead on, Chuck! That's enough! The boys will paddle on either side, and I'll steer the raft. That's it, Chuck, you tell us! We'll follow!
Of course, even at his most confident, he's still Charlie Brown.
Yep.
Number 8.
Cats Don't Dance. Oh boy, yeah. I was reminded about this from the Nostalgia Critics video. Yeah, it's like, that was seen as a bad movie? No, I don't see it as a bad movie. It's the fun movie and a nice satire of how, yeah, the racism that was going on, even the golden age of Hollywood, but yeah, there was obviously racism, there was class separation, and it's kind of...
Since I was a little kid.
And come on, it's freaking Captain Archer!
A golden age for Disney's animated features, but not necessarily the competition.
It's Captain Archer! It's Captain Archer, it's... Oh boy. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Try to remember his character's name from Quantum Leap. Damn it, I forgot! But yeah, it's Scott Bell. Scott Bell did pretty good here, okay?
Say there weren't
You do
other
more animated
studios
movies.
turning in quality work, although they were released to little fanfare.
Ma-
Dance
okay.
provided a breath of fresh air with colorful characters and clever throwbacks to Hollywood's golden age.
Scott needs... Rusty?
I'll give you Rusty.
Oh!
It's reminiscent of a James
Oh,
Bond
this
musical.
fight, yeah.
That is, if Kelly were a cat and Shirley Temple was more like Norma Desmond. The film got lost in the
Norma
shuffle as
Desmond.
Turner merged with Time Warner, bombing financially. Cats Don't Dance nonetheless won the Annie for Best Animated Feature.
Cool. It's vague, but I'm certain I even saw this in theaters.
Beating the likes of Hercules and Space Jam.
Wow! Okay, that's impressive. That's impressive. I mean, Space Jam, duh, but Hercules, a Disney movie, and Cats Don't Dance, beat it. So yeah, like, not a bad movie.
Archive announcing a Blu-ray release in 2023. Perhaps the film's time has finally come.
Yeah.
Picture, boys. These kids will be making history.
Number
Yeah.
7.
James and the Giant Peach.
From Nightmare Before Christmas to Coraline, Henry
Oh, yes. I've got to watch. I mean, I have to watch The Night Before Christmas this month. I mean, I still haven't watched it this month here. I know The Night Before Christmas is getting limited releases for its 30th anniversary. Wow, 30 years. Wow. Of course, it's gonna be. It's nowhere in this area here in Puerto Rico. So, ooh. Even if it is, it's gonna be in Spanish for some stupid reason.
Selleck is the king of stop
And Coraline.
motion classics.
Yes.
Mom? What are you doing here in the middle of the night?
You're just in time for supper.
Creepy! Oh, dude. Yeah, the butt eyes.
You're not my mother.
Yet, there's one gem that rarely gets as much attention, despite having the word giant in the title. The creepy yet whimsical world of Roald
And
Dahl.
since I am dead, I can
Made
take
for
off
stop
my
motion.
head. Arr, matey. The centipede? Miss Spider? Donald Duck?
Although Selleck's take on James and the Giant Peach is partially
Ugh.
live action, even those scenes possess an animated
Ugh.
quality with storybook environments. The
What happened to that kid, by the way? The one who played James.
shift to stop motion gives the film a Wizard of Oz quality, but instead of a yellow brick road, a giant peach carried by seagulls forges our hero's path. With inventive set pieces,
The Rhino!
well-defined characters, and a timeless story.
Normally, when the Rhino came up and everything, the whole premise of that guy, is like, I never questioned it. I didn't care to question it, just went along with it. But because time went on, the world, America became far more critical, cynical, and like questioning the logic of the situation. What were they thinking back then? It kind of spoiled my taste here. Kind of spoiled it for me a bit.
The film is
I
a
can
feat
still watch this
in
movie and
everything.
enjoy it.
If you haven't already, do yourself a favor and take a bite.
James, are you not coming with us? No! It got my mom and dad. It won't get my friend.
How did that
Number
happen?
6. The Rescuers Down Under.
Uh,
Between The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, there's a chapter in the Disney Renaissance that's usually skipped over. Taking a break from musicals,
yeah, this was a sequel to The Rescuers as well, which I don't know. Okay, it's one of those cases where I haven't seen either of the two movies in a long, long time. But I do remember liking both movies pretty well. Obviously, I think I've seen this movie more than the first movie, but that's mainly because they played it more often than the first.
The Rescuers Down Under was a thrilling adventure that took full advantage of the era's blossoming computer technology.
Here we go. We'll never make it.
In addition to blending 3D and 2D elements, the film went all in on Disney and Pixar's CAP system, making digital ink and paint the new norm. Despite its technological breakthroughs and exhilarating action, the film
Keep the eggs
underperformed
warm.
on release. Since then, it's generally been grouped in with Disney's other sequels.
It don't look good, Miss B. I can't see any way out of this one.
Oh, Bernard, please hurry.
However, this is one follow-up that rises above the Call of Duty. Down Under is arguably even better than its 1977 predecessor.
1970. Holy crap! The first movie is that old? Compared to this one? This wasn't a... Wow!
Soaring like a golden eagle.
Well done, mate.
Come on, Barahute. Let's all go home.
Number 5. The Secret of Nim. Don Bluth has directed
Don
several
Bluth.
animated features throughout his illustrious...
I don't see this. Okay, if anything, I think this movie is a little higher than it should be. Cause it's Don Bluth. This is I think a lot of people consider this one of his magnum opus, stuff like that here. This is... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, Cats Don't Dance and Charlie Brown here. It's like, no. Like, I think this should be much lower on the list here because that's how the order's all messed up here. It's like top 10 animated movies you forgot exist. People forgot this movie exists. Yeah, compared to Cats Don't Dance and the Charlie Brown one you showed me, or the freaking Chipmunks. It's like, how are you ordering this here? It's top 10 movies you forgot exist that are awesome? That are incredible? That would make more sense. Because this movie should be lower on the list here because more people forget it. More people remember it and not forget. I'm good, so yeah.
With
Got a case of WatchMojo's like, what the hell? Who ordered
Bluth's
this?
debut feature offered the most creative freedom.
I came here to inform you that the frost is off the ground and moving days at hand. Prepare to move your very, very odd family. Good day.
That might be why
Wow.
The Secret of Nim is widely considered the darkest, deepest, and most sophisticated film. At a time when even Disney was cutting corners, Nim not only delivered rich, detailed artistry, but also demonstrated why there was room for more than one feature animation studio.
How is it that everyone
I want to take a
knows
bet.
Jonathan?
I want to take a bet here and say the next entry or somewhere here, it's gonna be the Great Mouse Detective.
He was a great friend to the rats of Nim. He himself came from Nim.
Its impact is still felt today, even if the film itself is overlooked. Accepting a Saturn Award for Nim, Bluth said, "Thanks. We didn't think anyone had noticed." With each year, more people are thankfully noticing how Nim helped widen the animation field.
Courage of the heart is very rare. The stone has a power when it's there.
Number 4, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Bullshit! People forgot this one. No. If you were alive, if you were in the 90s, I don't care how young you were, if you were in the 90s, you watched Batman the Animated Series, you sure as hell watch this one here. Sub-Zero makes more sense that you people forgot that one exists, not Mask of the Phantasm.
Who are you? What do you want?
Your life.
Mask of the Phantasm might not have had the same impact as Tim Burton's Batman or The Dark Knight, Of all the theatrical Batman movies, though, this animated feature perhaps comes the closest to capturing the comic book hero's spirit.
Yeah.
I need it to be different now.
Yeah.
I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy.
Stemming from
God damn, did they put... Did they, much like Harley Quinn, did they put in this backstory here with Andrea Bowan, the one that could have been in the comics?
From the exceptional animated series, Phantasm takes everything to the next level.
Because the last time I remember mention of Andrea Beaumont is through, it's an Easter egg, basically, in Batman Arkham Origins. Like, if you look at the floor of the Batcave here where the computer is, there's a letter labeled Andrea Beaumont. Oh, and she also appeared in, like, the Batman Beyond special finale of the Justice League Unlimited series where, you know, Terry learned his origins, if you will.
From the Art Deco designs to Shirley Walker's rousing music. It's debatably the first Batman film to be driven by an involving mystery, reminding us that the Caped Crusader is a detective above all else. The mystery is wrapped in a tragic saga of loss, redemption, and star-crossed romance.
And yet Joker also showed that he can also be a very good, can also easily put the pieces together.
Can we make it work?
Well, the fact that he did the deed was there and everything, that makes sense.
But you know it's going to come down between me and your father.
Daddy doesn't matter anymore.
Oh.
During a period when Batman was beginning to lean back into camp, Phantasm did the character justice. We wish to distribute
WB!
Number 3, The Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. I remember several songs. I don't remember all the songs, it's been so long, but two of the songs I remember was the Junkyard song, You're Worthless. Ooh, boy. And the one with like the modern appliances, pretty much talking about how much they're much more superior to the old stuff here. The old. Damn, I know. But I still remember Brave Little Toaster, like Toaster's fear of water, and that clown. That clown. Oh boy. There was also, I believe it had 3, possibly 4? Yeah, I think it was like 4 movies or so. Like, there was the one where, you know, they go to Mars. That's the one I remember seeing. The others, like, I think there was one that was technically the third one that weirdly was set in between the first and the second movie, Go to Mars. And then there was a 4th one involving, the appliances and animals from that their master saved, like a monkey and a snake and asshole assistant that...
If this story of sentient household appliances sounds familiar,
Oh.
that might be because Toy Story director John Lasseter was originally attached. The project eventually went to director Jerry Rees, although it retained a future Pixar alumnus and co-writer Joe Ranft. It may live in the shadow of Woody and Buzz, but The Brave Little Toaster stands out as a surprisingly dark, atmospheric adventure that
I'll say.
treats its audience like adults and its central characters like humans, making us genuinely invested in the Toaster's fate.
Heck, I remember when they are picked up by that junk by that junk guy that sells parts, and oh wow, yeah, they make it. He made it seem like he extracts a component from a piece, look like a horror movie, like he's.
The lamp was awarded a Purple Heart today for being wounded in the line of duty. Lamps across the nation were switched off for a moment of silence.
Aww.
Respect for his act of bravery.
As of writing, the film
there it is, that song.
absent from Disney Plus, despite the platform carrying it straight to video sequels. This little treasure is long overdue for a wider audience, or at the very least, a Blu-ray.
I'm picking up something.
Yep.
I think it's a news flash. President Roosevelt has declared today a national holiday in honor of those 5 amazing appliances we've all been hearing about.
Criterion Collection, could you maybe help out, please?
Yes!
Number 2, The Prince of Egypt. Audiences forget that before fully giving in to CG, DreamWorks produced a handful of traditionally animated features.
Honestly, I think people remember more The Prince of Egypt than they do Sinbad here. And take a look here. Prince of Egypt came out in '98 here. Sinbad in 2003. What does that tell ya?
Like Sinbad and Spirit.
How long has it been, Sergeant?
Spirit is one I've actually never seen. Never got my attention.
Sir?
The Mustang. How long has it been tied?
3 days, sir.
Good. Fetch my crop and spurs.
Most fans still consider The Prince of Egypt to be their magnum opus, complete with an epic scope and score that makes the audience feel the weight of Moses' journey. Steven Schwartz's songs add to the gravitas of this immortal story, which doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of Exodus.
When the gods send you a blessing, you don't ask why it was sent.
I like that here. You don't ask why exactly. This was a. This was an. People say that the Egyptians here were like the first scientists and such, but they were still very much pious to the core, and you don't question that here. You don't question belief. You don't question a faith. You don't question. If you do, oh wow, stone, burn the stakes. Take your pick.
It's hard to imagine DreamWorks or
here we go, the scene.
Animation studio taking a risk on such a bold creative vision today. Falling by the wayside in favor of mainstream fare, The Prince of Egypt remains something of an animated anomaly.
It seems you do not know what is
I think they actually I can almost like don't Sunday schools show this? I don't know.
A single thread in a tapestry, though its color brightly shine, can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design.
Yet, more studios should look to it for inspiration. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Tiny Toon Adventures.
Yeah, how I spend my vacation.
Dig out that VHS copy and remember the best summer ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Babs and Buster spend the entire summer downriver. It's like they...
Bunny burgers.
The Thief and the Cobbler.
Again, this is one I only know about because the Nostalgia Critic reviewed it. I believe it had Inspector Gadget, live action Inspector Gadget, or I guess it's Ferris Bueller doing the voice. I don't know. I never watched this one. I didn't even heard of it. It looked weird. It's
Just be sure to watch the recobbled cut. Not the
Recobbled?
one given away in Fruit Loops boxes.
Huh. Got him. This is a crazy scene here.
The Lord of the Rings. The Jackson trilogy is definitive, but Ralph Bakshi's version shouldn't be left in the Shire.
Yeah, this is the one. Isn't this the one where Leonard Nimoy sang a song about Bilbo Baggins? I knew its existence, but yeah, I never seen it.
And though 111 years is far too short a time to live amongst such admirable Bagginses and Boffinses, grubs, chubs, brace girdles, good bodies, bulges, horn blowers, and proud foots.
Watership Down. It'll ruin your childhood.
Yeah. Again, I've only heard, never seen this one. Ever, but yeah, talk about, it is like when it comes, people say you want examples of '80s movies here and scarring childhood and stuff like that. This was '78. I guess it's late enough, but I think it's probably saw a resurgence in the '80s. Yeah,
but in a good way.
What happened? Our Warren. Destroyed.
Destroyed? How?
Men came, filled in the burrows. Couldn't get out.
Balto. Amblemation
Balto.
Swan Song is a true underdog story.
Let me tell you something, Balto. A dog cannot.
Yeah, I know. I saw this movie in the theaters. Had the VHS copy. Saw it on TV a few times here and there. I enjoyed it. I liked it and everything. I know the true history here and everything. Nostalgia critic reviewed it and the whole reveal and everything. But you know what? I don't care about the true history. Okay, I only care about the movie. I don't care that it's based on a true story and that it actually butchered the true story. I care about just what I saw. I didn't even realize it was based on a true story when I saw it. I just enjoyed it.
Make this journey alone. But
the sequels, however, it's like, why?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option
what's
to
the
be
first
notified
one?
For occasional videos or all.
Is it the Great Mouse Detective?
On your phone, make sure you
is it
go
the
to your
Great
settings
Mouse
and
Detective?
switch on notifications.
Let's see.
Number 1.
Oh.
The Adventures of Prince Ahmed.
Who? What? Where? 1926. Who the hell knows about this one other than animated historians?
If you asked anybody what the first animated feature was, they'd likely say Snow White.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I've always heard here. It's like it's Disney's Snow White, the first animated feature, and something that even the likes of Hitler and Stalin were excited to watch themselves.
While that Disney classic brought many firsts, it was predated by several others. The oldest example that hasn't been lost to time is The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. Director Lottie Reiniger's simple yet meticulous silhouette animation perfectly fits the 1001 Nights inspired story, making the audience feel as if they're experiencing a dream.
Okay, that is cool. Silhouette, a whole movie done in the style of basically just silhouettes. I would love that they do that here. It's like a stop motion. This would be perfect for like Henry Selick and anyone who's good at stop motion crew, because to really animate like as an homage to this period. I mean, look at them. I mean, just the way they move, it is very much stop motion. But we don't see them. It's all done just silhouettes. Silent. You know what? Why? Okay, I like to know, and I asked this to other historians, actually film historians in general here. In the era of silent movies here, why couldn't they have what they were saying, like we have today here, subtitled, like right underneath the screen? Why do they have to say their line, cut to a big box black with text here saying what they said, and then move on to the scene here? So why not just have what they were saying? Okay, you can see the mouse just down here.
With her husband Carl Koch serving as its cinematographer, Reiniger and her small crew spent 3 years crafting the cinematic landmark one frame at a time. The film was so innovative for 1926 that audiences didn't know how to respond. With its 100th anniversary approaching, though, Prince Ahmed deserves to be a household name.
Yeah, 100-year anniversary. I'd watch this. This is incredible here. Just to see how the story is like. Wow, this is beautiful. And this was done in 26, so it's an achievement. Look at the damn.
Did you enjoy this video?
Very
Check
much.
out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That number one. I'd say yeah, because I sure as hell had no idea it existed in the first place, and who did? How many people did exactly? I think you could count them on just. And you could have it all in just one page. Wow, just how many other animated movies were just lost to time? Because that is a thing. A lot of works, animated television shows, whatever, was just gone. Even the scripts have been lost, destroyed in some reason, because there was simply no system in place to preserve them, no, to archive them or anything like that here. Hell, a lot of like the film reels they use, they're just recycled here. So shows were taped over for other shows here simply because the technology was so young, so new that it was so expensive, and it just made more sense to just tape over, tape over and recycle stuff here. So it was the same issue with finding all episodes of like the 50s and stuff, like Doctor Who, and oh boy, oh yeah, so many. It's like I think they mentioned 1,000 or so movies are just gone to history. Just all we know is that they exist here. If you're lucky, you could find a movie poster. Those gotta be worth a fortune. But so many. I'm kind of disappointed though, because not even an honorable mention for the Great Mouse Detective. You had Vincent Price as the bad guy. Come on. But yeah, Cats Don't Dance. Wow, it's the Chipmunks and Charlie Brown. I never heard of those movies ever. Some, of course, I question, like the Prince of Egypt. Nah. Sinbad should have been that list here. People remember the Prince of Egypt. Yeah, of course, Brave Little Toaster and James and the Giant Peach. Boy, it's like people remember, of course, Night Before Christmas. They remember Coraline, of course. People remember Frankenweenie, no doubt. Here was that actually the stop motion CGI Frankenweenie? Was that also Henry Selick? Because I know that was a Tim Burton property that was originally live action. Like the whole story of Frankenstein here, and it was more of a retrospective. I don't know. I feel like I want to look it up later on. But yeah, James the Giant Peach. Ooh. And I call bullshit on Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. No, that should not be on the list here. You know what? None of the Batman movies should be on the list here. Here's what should have been on the list here: the DuckTales the DuckTales movie. The animated movie here, the ones where we had Christopher Lloyd as the bad guy, and we had a genie and everything, which was referenced in the reboot. That should have been on this list here. It's like, how many people remember that? That movie's not even on DVD. Much like the Tiny Toons one. Oh boy. But besides me, people, besides any other movies you think that should be on the list here that so many people are just forgetting about? Tell me in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe for more videos. Till next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.